think that one of the things that we pat ourselves on the back on for this property, clearly, I mean, we gave too much credence to things that would happen in the future. And you might ask me, what happened to those things? Well, the Caffertys got into a negotiation dispute with the city of Chicago, canceled their project. Tiger Woods said, build the library first, then I'll build the golf course. And the library got delayed by 4 years because the Friends of Jackson Park sued the Obama Foundation because they wanted to keep the park as it is. Of course, they lost, but it took 4 years for the library construction to get back on schedule. But so the key message that we had learned there was, look, we gave too much credence to what is going to happen in the future and not enough to what was happening on the ground. And if we want to prevent that from happening, we need to be more transparent with investors. So we started giving them monthly updates on how the property was doing, how many evictions there were, how many challenges the property was facing. There were gunshots. We had a fire at the property. We had a person die at the property because of a violent crime. We just chose not to hide it from our investors. We just gave that information to them on an ongoing basis. And I'm proud to say that I still have 4 or 5 of those investors that have invested with us in other projects. That's actually the thing I'm most proud of, because those people knew that we didn't do well in this project. Those people knew that we should have been more careful picking the property. But because of our subsequent actions, the trust was maintained. And I believe that given that we're going into a recession here, that message, should be heard by syndicators. One thing that I can tell you, my current company, Grocapitus, we have never one time, and we have so many projects, right? We have 14 projects right now that we're reporting to investors on. We've never missed our monthly update by more than 1 day. And that you have to make the ethos of your company. If you're looking to be a syndicator and take other people's money, I don't think that you need to be magic. I don't think that you necessarily need to be phenomenal at growing their money, because if you were, that would imply you had experience, so you'd never really start. So how would new syndicators get started? So as a new syndicator, you may not be fantastic with the experience side. So try to be fantastic with the communication side. Communicate with your investors on and structure your company around that communication. So we are extremely proud of the way that we communicate with our investors, both pre-COVID and post-COVID. We're talking about being employee-centric. To me, because I'm a syndication business, I want to be investor-centric. And too many people are property-centric in their business. And I think that is not, obviously properties are important, that's where you make your money. But by being investor-centric, you will always be property-centric, because what you're doing is you're reporting very transparently, good and bad, to investors, which will really drive you to get returns of the property. But if you're property-centric, you might be doing okay with the property. If you're not reporting that to your investors, you're not going to get that positive vibe from the investors. You're not going to get that trust for your future projects, and your company won't grow. And the lack of that growth is going to affect your existing projects.